whoosh. Whiplash, or should I go boom? This is a Edgar Brothers Shooting Sports Opti TT scope. 5 to 20 by 50 with a 30mm tube and an illuminated mil dot. This is sit on top of my Savage. Insert picture of Savage here. It's cheap. It's really cheap. Because at the minute, as anyone who's watched any of the videos recently knows, I'm surviving on a finite amount of money. I'm not actually earning any money at the minute. I'm living on my savings. So I can't really afford to go and spend 500 or 600 quid on a scope. I mean, the rifle itself was actually like 1700 quid, so really it deserves an 800 or 900 quid scope, but I really just can't afford that at the minute. Now I shoot at 300, 600 and 1000 yards. I think this is going to be pushing it a bit at 1000 yards, but 300 to 600 it should be okay. I generally stay set at 10x zoom. I don't really zoom in and out on any of my scopes. So I'll stick at 10x from 100 yards right out to 1000 yards. So let's have a look inside the box. I don't really think there's much in the way of anything in the box. It's had a journey in a rucksack on my back on the way home, because I ran over and picked it up on the bike. We've got the cleaning thing, torque bit, Allen key bit. Well, actually, it's a cap head. I don't know why they call it Allen keys when the bolts themselves are called cap heads. It comes with end caps. Which normally like 10 or 15 quid a set anyway. It's a 30mm, I already said it's a 30mm tube. It's got 11mm rings on it, which will have to go away because I've got a 22mm rail, I think. So yeah, I was looking at a Nico Sterling that are a similar price to this, but they didn't have parallax adjustment, and I really wanted one with parallax adjustment because I shoot at different ranges. I appreciate that even without parallax adjustment, it's actually a relatively simple case of just making sure your cheek weld is correct every time. But I don't have much experience with this rifle. I've only shot about 100 to 150 rounds for it. I can't really say much more than that. The turrets feel okay, if a little stiff. I guess they need loosening before they'll actually turn. Oh no, look, push into lock, so pull it out. Turrets feel fine. That moves quite nicely. And then we have the illumination setting, but there doesn't seem to be an index mark for the illumination setting, and there doesn't seem to be a switch to turn the illumination on or off. So I'm not quite sure what gives with that. And unfortunately it doesn't come with any instructions, so I'll have to have a look online. Bear with me. Well, in all honesty, I can't actually work out how the hell you're supposed to turn the illumination on or off. Maybe it's an automatic thing. I wouldn't have thought so for 150 notes, but I think the scope taken actually look rather nice on top of the rifle. I'll get it somewhere where it's got a bit more light on it, but up on the windowsill, and give you a close-up view. There we go. Ticks all the boxes. I guess at £150 it's probably not going to last very long, but it's good enough for what I'm going to use it for the time being. Thank you for taking the time to sit down and watch another one of my videos and listen to me droning on. I'll shortly get the rifle out and fit it, and I'll show you a quick look at what it looks like when it's done. Right, so well then, as you can see, suits the rifle quite nicely. The only thing the rifle does need is some sort of a brake on the end of it. Not entirely sure where I can get a brake to fit this rifle from, but I'm sure they provide them. I don't really like muzzle brakes anyway because they make the bang go from a bang to a bang! Woe betide anyone that's shooting in a lane next to you if you've got a muzzle brake on a 308 or a 223 or anything above a 22. Looks quite nice sitting up the top there. The eye relief seems quite good. The last scope I was using a terrible eye relief, so I was getting smacked in the face quite a bit. Hence only putting a few hundred shots for it. All I've got to do now is get my subs paid and for the season, and we'll be down there towards the end of March, I think.